It was a test vote, but a big one, maybe the most critical vote on the issue of immigration reform in years. And 67 senators voted yes, signaling broad support for the idea of an immigration bill with beefed up border security. Sponsors included things like an additional 20,000 Border Patrol agents and a promise to finish the 700-mile southern border fence. And that lured 15 Republican senators to the yes column. And maybe more would have voted yes had some not been stuck on planes because of bad weather. Those logistical problems certainly were a punch in the gut to supporters because sponsors were hoping that they would get at least 70 votes in order to give this momentum going into the Republican-led House. But the reality is that 3 or 4 more votes probably wouldn't have changed the real split inside the GOP on whether or not any kind of path to citizenship should be voted on before they first take the issue of border security off the table. And that's something I talked about with one of the chief opponents of this idea, Steve King, a congressman from Iowa.
Republicans that voted for it because it's a promise of border security, it's barely a fig leaf after you examine it. No, Republicans on the House side are going to understand this. We don't want to grant a legalization in exchange for the promise of border security.
King is one of many Republicans, especially in the House, who balk at their GOP brethren, who argue that immigration reform is important to pass not just on a policy level, but on a political one to lure Latino voters back into the GOP fold. He argues that those who are going to vote yes or even signal their support should be warned they probably will get challenges from the right.